Hi, this is Mr. Lee. I'm your assistant principal at Orange High School. I'm going to be walking you through next year's grade course selection for future seniors. Just a couple important notes is that you have to be signed into your Google account to fill out this document. So make sure when your English teacher sends you the link, just make sure you're signed in before you fill out the form. Know that we are not meeting in person to person this year, obviously due to COVID reasons, but this is going to be your way of letting your counselors know what classes that you want for next year. So it's very important that you fill this out as accurate as possible. So if you look on here in this section, if students that do not choose courses during the specified time will have their courses selected by their counselors. We don't want that to happen, so just keep that in mind. You got to get this done. And if your friends haven't got it done, just let them know they need to get this done ASAP. All these forms will be done walkthrough through your English class. So just understand that your English teacher will be the point of contact to make sure that they send you the link and so you can fill out the form. This next section right here, it says required, the little red asterisk. You'll notice that every one of these boxes have a red asterisk, meaning every box that has a red asterisk is a required box. So that means you have to fill that form in or else you cannot submit the document to me. So just know, and I'll show you at the end, that you'll need a specific response to know that it was submitted correctly. So this has a red asterisk. Obviously, you're going to need your first and last name. Obviously, there's some students here that have the same name, so make sure that if you have a middle name or a hyphenated name or two middle names, just make sure you write that all in. It doesn't matter in which order you do it. This is first and last name. I'm going to put my last name first. I'm going to make this one up, Mickey Mouse, and my middle name is Duck. Student ID number, I'm going to go ahead and put 7777 to make it up. This next section right here, seniors, is that you have to put your phone number in for your counselors to call you if there's an issue with your classes. So understand that it has to be a personal, if the personal number would be the best, okay, so something that you actually answer right away. Or if you don't have a personal number, you can use another number, a home number, or even a parent's cell phone number that you'll answer right away. Just make that up. Okay, the next one is your email address. Just know that it has to be an email address that you check often. So don't put an email address that you do not check often. So let's go ahead and put mickey@gmail.com. Do not email that because it is made it up. The next section here. Oh, and also if the counselor cannot get a hold of you through phone, they're going to email you. So just make sure that it's an email that you check quite often. The next section is the zero period. If you're not an early bird, do not check yes and check no. If you want to try zero period this year, go ahead and check yes. Okay. Would you are interested in a short day? This isn't guaranteed, but some people have exceeded the credit amount, and so they don't need that extra class or period. Excuse me. If you were interested in a short day, go ahead and write yes. Okay, for social science, you get to choose one. OHS requires 30 credits, so 10 each credit. UC requires 2. But you have to have a GovEcon for graduation. So you can have GovEcon, online GovEcon, or AP GovEcon. So if you feel courageous, you can try the AP or regular GovEcon. We're trying to stay away from the online GovEcon. So I'm going to go ahead and pick regular. For English, you need all 4 years for English. So go ahead and choose. We're trying not to do the online, so go ahead and choose English 12, AP English Literature, or UCCI Medical English. I'm going to try the UCCI Medical English. For math, there's only 2 years required, but 3 years through Math 3 or Algebra 2 Finance, but 4 years is recommended. So think about what you took last year and look at what's available here. Just know that it's not set in stone. If you pick the wrong class and then you submit it, the counselors will always double check and check it for you. So it's not like it's set in stone and you're gonna, this is what you're gonna get. If none apply to you, just put none apply to you. Let's go ahead and put trig and stats. Okay, for science, OHS requires 20 credits, 1 year life science and 1 year physical. Last year I took a physical science, so what I'm going to do is I need a life science, so I'm going to choose AP biology. If you, like I said, you don't know, just go ahead and do the best you can, and the counselors can fix it for you. The next section is world language. You choose one. You only need 10 credits, 1 year's worth of fine arts. UC requires 2. For example, if I put Spanish for Spanish speaker 1 last year and I didn't do well, you notice these little parentheses that says requires a C or better in previous levels. If I got a D, I cannot move on to the next. So just keep that in mind. But again, do the best you can from what you had last year. I passed, so I go Spanish for Spanish speakers 2. Second to the last section is the elective section. I know it's kind of hard to see, but this is the best I can do. You're going to choose your top 2 electives here. Your first choice, second choice. Your 2 alternate electives are going to be right below it, meaning if we can't get you one of these, or even both of them, we're going to choose the next 2. So make sure you take that into consideration. So I'm going to make this up. So my first choice is, let's say it's child development. Make sure you write the number as well. Sometimes we pick the wrong one. 0751. You can write it before or after, as long as it's all there. We really don't care. Maybe we could do animal science for my second choice. Animal science, and then we're going to go ahead and write 0700. And then my first alternate choice is maybe could be child development. Development, the number is 0751. And then my last choice would be maybe link crew. Link crew, and that's X735. Okay, so my last section here is my PE dance, athletics and dance. As a senior, we're hoping that you already completed your PE requirements, but you have these choices. Maybe you aren't JROTC all 4 years and you want to stay all 4 years, so you can go ahead and click that. But just remember, this last section has no red asterisk next to it, meaning it's not required. It's only applicable to people that are choosing athletics. So if I'm in swim and I choose athletics, I need to write the sport that I'm interested in. Just keep in mind that it has to be approved by the coach. So you can't just be interested in golf and just write in golf and think that you're going to be in golf. There's going to be a background check, not a background check, but a check to see what the coach is, to see if you're eligible to play. So if you're interested in athletics, and let's just say you haven't talked to the coach yet, you could put in golf and say, maybe you're going to say you're going to speak to the, sorry, to speak to the coach. Okay, you can write a little note for your counselor. Either way, maybe you want to do professional dance and not do athletics. That's fine too, but you can leave this blank. Okay, once you're submitted, you can once you're done, you can submit, and you're going to get this response. This is the most important part at the end. Is your response has been recorded. That means it's going to be sent to me, and I can send it off to your counselor. So just keep that in mind. Okay, thank you.